Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Tuesday Night Special, and now it's time for us to talk about what happened during the second half of Monday Night Raw from the Performance Center in Orlando, Florida. And the next match to take place on Monday Night Raw would see the Iconics going one-on-one against Liv Morgan and Natalya Neidhart. And during this match, you could see obviously the hodgepodge team of Liv Morgan and Natalya was not functioning on the same page, because Natalya tried to take complete control of this match and would pay for it with a series of double team attacks and sneaky moves from the Iconics, only for Liv Morgan to finally get involved in this match, take out both Peyton Royce and Billie Kay, and would even be able to get a pinfall on Billie Kay during this match, or Peyton Royce. I keep getting those two confused because, you know, they're attached at the hip at some points in their lives. And I got a feeling Liv Morgan didn't tell the difference either, because once the tag was made, she would be able to try to pin none other than Billie Kay once again, only for Peyton Royce to set her up for the Great Downfall, what we're gonna call that finisher, which was an inverted version of a Magic Killer, for the teams of the Iconics to win this match in iconic fashion via pinfall. And after the match was over, they would address the team of the Boston Hug Connection by telling them that we proved why we're better than you because we can beat you one-on-one, and would say that they demand a tag team title match tonight on Monday Night Raw because the new champions are gonna be iconic, and wouldn't say it in their traditional form because they're absolutely serious. And to prove how serious they are, they would come out later on the night and actually ruin the birthday celebration of one Bayley, and would say that after they beat them at WrestleMania that year for those championships, they wouldn't be able to handle the pressure. They would take a trip on the Wambulance and would say that they can't handle the pressure now, only for Sasha Banks to get in the face of Peyton Royce and say, "Oh, you want to talk about pressure? Yeah, smack," and smacked her in the face. Just smacked her right in the face, only for Bayley to say, "You're not gonna ruin my birthday. Next week, you're on for that match for the tag team championships." That's if they can get through Shotzi Blackheart and Tegan Nox on NXT. Even though they claimed during that whole thing before getting interrupted by the Iconics that they're gonna roll through Shotzi Blackheart and Tegan Nox, and I got a feeling they might because of one certain Kiwi kicker who may be lurking in the shadows for revenge for what happened at TakeOver in Your House. Hint, hint. And if you don't know who I'm talking about, Dakota Kai. Just letting you guys know out there. But after that match was over, folks, next thing you know, you would see Natalya airing out her partner, saying that she lacked discipline, that she lacked skill, and then would tell her she sees the reason why Ruby Riott dropped her off the Riott Squad, only for Liv Morgan to walk away, and for Natalya to say, "Ungrateful. Everybody around here is ungrateful. I built this division brick by brick, and the only thing I get is embarrassed." Well, you embarrassed yourself after you did that temper tantrum, but what am I talking about? Because somebody else who wants to join the pity party would be in the form of none other than Lana. And Lana would say, "I was just trying to help out my Bobby, trying to make him successful. I should be married to the WWE champion, but instead I would get embarrassed too." And then they would just say, "Oh, I know how you feel." And I got a feeling it's gonna lead to some form of team up between Lana and Natalya in the near future. Where will that lead? I have no idea. But besides that team up that'll take place in the near future, folks, the next match to take place on Monday Night Raw would see the United States champion Apollo Crews going one-on-one against Shelton Benjamin in a non-title match, even though they said it was for the United States Championship. Huh. Weird. But either way, folks, during this match, Shelton Benjamin would give Apollo Crews the run for his money. But before then, MVP tried to enlist his services to Apollo Crews, saying that if you want to remain champion for a long time, you need me in your corner. Only for Apollo Crews to say thanks but no thanks, I got this, and would prove it during this match. Because despite Shelton Benjamin hitting a beautiful Tiger knee in the corner to Apollo Crews, and even seeing Shelton Benjamin pulling off dirty tactics during this match by putting his feet on the rope while trying to roll up Apollo Crews during this match, Apollo Crews would come back with a sneak tactic of his own, using the ropes to roll up Shelton Benjamin to win this match via pinfall. Only for Samoa Joe to applaud, and apparently Byron Saxton and Tom Phillips to just question that tactic up and down the road. But at the same time, you know, what's good for the goose is good for the gander. Never knew what that meant until I saw this match. Ha! But besides metaphors and lessons that need to be taught, the next match to take place on Monday Night Raw would see Drew McIntyre and R-Truth going one-on-one against Bobby Lashley and MVP for R-Truth's 24/7 championship and the WWE Championship. Or so I thought, because throughout the night after challenging him for his WWE Championship and R-Truth accepting on his terms, then you would see R-Truth going to management and talking himself out of his 24/7 championship, only for Drew McIntyre's WWE Championship to be on the line. For Drew McIntyre to tell him, you know how hard it was for me to get this championship? Only for R-Truth to compare it to his 24/7 championship that he got it back in 2 or 3 days. But it's not the same thing, R-Truth. Not by the long shot. The man took so long to get the belt, and if he ends up losing it, he could end up not getting another title opportunity for at least 2 or 3 years. Not days, years. And I got a feeling R-Truth knew what that meant to Drew McIntyre and decided to step up his game during this match by not only hitting a beautiful calf kick that he used to do back in TNA to MVP after he would get hit with a drive-by boot for a near fall, only for none other than Drew McIntyre to hit back into this match with not only a belly-to-belly suplex to Bobby Lashley, but a future shock DDT to MVP for a near fall thanks to Bobby Lashley. But when that happened, that's when this match would come to an emphatic end, because immediately afterwards, after R-Truth was sent to the outside of the ring for the second time this match, he would be able to avoid a Lashley spear with a drop toe hold into the ring stairs, only for MVP to try to take advantage by doing a quick roll-up, only for him to suffer the wrath of a Claymore kick once again, and for Drew McIntyre to go for the pin but stop at 1 and instead tag in R-Truth for him to get tossed into the air and splash right on top of MVP, for R-Truth to pin MVP to prove that not only he's not a clown, but to help save Drew McIntyre's WWE Championship via pinfall. And the next match to take place on Monday Night Raw would see none other than the Empress of Tomorrow, Asuka, going one-on-one against Nia Jax for the Raw Women's Championship. And during this match, Nia Jax, taking her opponent too lightly during this contest, would end up paying for it with not only a plethora of submission holds, but also a plethora of kicks to the face as well, but would be able to block a couple of them with not only a disgusting powerbomb on the outside of the ring, but also a hellacious right hand to the face of Asuka for near fall. And ultimately, this match will come to an emphatic end after Asuka would be able to put her foot underneath the ropes after an Annihilator Samoan drop by Nia Jax during this match, which looked like a sure thing that she was gonna win the championship with it, only for her to get up, get angry at John Cone, push him to the ground, for the referee almost to rule this match a disqualification, only for Asuka to take advantage of the situation, roll up Nia Jax. 3 seconds later, Asuka retains the championship yet again via pinfall. So this time, making it official like that referee without a whistle. Yeah. And I still think this is far from over because she's probably going to go after Asuka once again, because I don't think there's anybody else in the division who might go for the championship with the exception of Natalya. And probably her new business partner, Lana. Who knows? But despite all that, folks, we now head into our main event of the evening, which sees none other than Randy Orton going up against Christian in an unsanctioned match, only for this match to just go completely off the rails from the start when Ric Flair would make his way to the ring right before the bell rings, and then would decide to do a low blow to Christian to help out the former Evolution friend Randy Orton, and for Randy Orton to go back to his punting days and kick the head right off of Christian, only for Edge to just watch in horror from whatever hospital he's in as Christian would get pinned by Randy Orton for him to win this match via pinfall. And after the match was over, while Christian was getting stretchered out, next thing you know, Randy Orton would say, "You should have minded your business. It was supposed to be against me and Edge, not you. You should have stayed home with your family and kids. This had nothing to do with you, but I'm not gonna have anybody come around here and threaten my livelihood. It's my livelihood, not yours, and this is all your fault. Even though you egged him on to go into that match. But it's his fault." Right. Just shift the blame on over to Christian. Nothing to do with Ric Flair coming out and hitting him with a low blow and you kicking him upside the head. Right. And with that said, folks, we might as well head back into this music once again. And when we return, we'll be back with more of this Streetlight Delight as the Tuesday night special rolls on right after this. So don't go to that fridge for that pre-midnight snack just yet, folks, and stay tuned.